Welcome back to the Maui Pro. Round 2 continues now with Sage Erickson, an event winner this season, taking on Bronte Macaulay, who shored up her position on the championship tour for next year with a strong finish on the qualifying series. So Bronte, after her best result, she hasn't been past round 4 this year. So a lot on the line for Bronte.
Already on the championship tour by way of the QS, but let's see, Sage Erickson, a great performer for me in round 1. Just trying to find her tempo on this wave, lays into 2 really nice turns. Sage just keeps the speed. I think that's what I like about Sage's surfing at the moment, and going into moves with force.
Well, the whistles from the cliff, they tell you that this wave's looking good down the line. Bronte Macaulay, she swoops on the back end, just bouncing around to get past that first section. Climbs up on the roof. Bit of a wonky ride there. She'll kick out. Sage Erickson right behind her with a lot of speed. She's going to need it all to find the open face. Jumps up into the pocket for a couple of big hits. Goes all out on the end section. Can't ride out though.
Those 3 waves, promising signs from the lineup. Has Sage lost her board here? Is her leash snapped?
She's not worrying about the board. She's heading straight for her caddy.
It's your surfboard. I've lost one in there before and was unrideable. But Bronte Macaulay on her backhand makes connection with that lip, does well to maintain her speed down that long line, and connects it again. And that was that awkward dismount there. But Sage Erickson, you can tell that she's just looking to plant her first maneuver somewhere on this wave. That's what we were talking about with Honolulu Bay. It's just so important to get out in front of it, but stay in that critical section in there.
I liked it though. She was just trying to throw something big at the end. She knew she was trying to salvage a score out of a pretty short ride. Bronte up once again. She's going to get a little caught behind. Definitely some potential on some of these smaller rides. They have a nice pace to them. The bigger ones at the moment seem to be reeling off pretty quickly. We'll see what Bronte can get out of this ride. Nice high line to set up this turn. Really on the attack. A little out of control, but sticks with it. Draws off the bottom, up into the lip once again. But can't ride out of that final move. Sage Erickson, meanwhile, on her backup board. Up into this first section, just overcooks it a little and goes down.
Yeah, you see the beautiful waves wrapping into the bay here. It's just interesting to see the mix-up on that equipment. I'm sure that board that Sage started on would have been her favorite board for her to do the equipment change. But Bronte Macaulay, this is that second wave on the inside here. You're mentioning how it just draws off the reef so nicely. She goes up there, and this is, you'll see her foot on her outside rail. It's not completely over the center of her stringer, so her feet aren't exactly placed where she would have liked on her surfboard there, so a little bit unsteady. And then Sage trying to find an open section to work with, and then you see her head and shoulders are facing forwards in the direction instead of getting centered over her board.
Just under 20 minutes to go, another shot. At a good wall here for Sage. And she's a little slower off the bottom this time. It helps her set up a nice turn to get started. The wave's reeling off a little bit. Sage is going to go to the float. Just, again, not really staying centered over her board, and as a result, she goes down.
Yep, there's a little bit of frantic energy right now. There's a lot of waves coming through this lineup. Sage Erickson pacing down this one, digs into that turn, a lot of spray gets thrown off, almost catches that outside edge, then hooks it up, and then she gets hung up on the back of that lip. And
well, Bronte now, let's see if her nerves have settled a little bit. She's had some difficult waves to ride. This one's got a smoother pace to it, and as a result, she's able to let go of a solid first turn. This one's stretching out though. She was trying to get rid of a 4.43. You have to walk, isn't it, with how much commitment you add to that first turn. You can get caught behind quite easily.
Yeah, Bronte does so well to transition from that first turn and look down the line again.
Still flying my flag, and yeah, you know, I think at the end of the day, the others are surfing extremely well, and whoever takes it out, they truly deserve it. Everyone was in the mix coming into this event, and I knew it would be close. You know, I really wanted to go all the way, but it spurs me on for next year, no doubt. I just want to keep riding waves with freedom and keep improving my surfing.
And a very special year, Sal. You have so much to be proud of. The most consistent out of anybody in the title showdown.
Fell out of the mix in the first heat of round 2. We obviously said goodbye to Sally. Bronte Macaulay, a lower seed than Sage Erickson. Putting together a couple of decent rides here. Her last wave came through at a 6.5. And she just found a better rhythm on this wave. That's why the number went so high.
Well, extending her lead and finding that keiki section and that bend to that wave. This is that westerly and that swell where it really hugs the reef so well.
But a big congrats to Sage Erickson. What a remarkable turnaround it's been at the Championship Tour level. Getting a breakthrough win and finishing the year in the top 10.